Hello everyone and welcome back to ScorpioTech. In this video we're going to be unboxing and testing the Dreame D9 Max Vacuum and Mop. Although it's priced at around $300 or £300, this vacuum is absolutely packed with incredible tech. We'll go into a little bit more detail later on, but some of the key features include an incredible 4000 PA suction power, precise LiDAR navigation with real-time room mapping, smart app control, and a 5200 mAh battery capable of cleaning for up to 150 minutes before automatically returning to its charging station. Inside the box we are greeted with an in-depth and illustrated user manual to make things as easy as possible with the setup process. There's also a handy quick start guide for the vacuum and its pairing process as well. Moving further into the box we can see the well protected Dreame D9, which we're going to come back to shortly, and behind that a box containing the mains power which plugs directly into the charging station, which is also found at the back of the box. The charging station is quite sleek looking and isn't going to look out of place in your living room or wherever you decide for the Dreame Bot to live. It's recommended to be placed flat against the wall in an easy access area for the D9 Bot to reach when it returns from charging. Also in the box we have this 3-pronged brush which attaches directly to the bottom of the D9 Bot to get to those hard reach corners, as you'll see in action shortly. And lastly we have the mop attachment. To use this you simply need to fill up the 270ml water tank and then clip it onto the underside of the device whenever you want to use the mop. But I will show a full demonstration of this later, so stay tuned for that. So here we have the D9 Max itself. This is a 3.6kg machine with an incredible feature set and build quality, so let's take a closer look at it. On the underside we can see some robust wheels as well as a guide wheel at the front of the bot. This allows it to climb from hard flooring onto carpets without any difficulty at all. Considering this is a vacuum, the device actually looks pretty stylish. It has a nice reflective surface on the top, although this can be a bit of a fingerprint magnet. As you can see, the LiDAR sensor is in a central position on top of the device with the power button subtly placed next to it. Aside from the robust wheels, the D9 Max has an awesome tangle-free vacuuming design with a large and easy access 570ml dust tank. We can see the two metal squares on the front of the bot are where it connects to the charging dock. We can also see the front of the device has a bumper to lessen the impacts of any bumps or knocks as it navigates through your home. With the basics out the way, let's take a closer look at how you would install the various attachments, access the dust tank and perform routine maintenance and cleaning. One of the many things I love about this device is how easy everything is to access. To get to the vacuum spool you simply need to unclip the cover on the underside of the bot, and to install the 190 RPM side brush simply clip it into the designated spot. For the mop attachment you just need to fill the 270ml water tank, seal it shut, dampen the microfiber cloth and then slide it in and you're good to go. Once prepared you just have to clip it onto the underside of the Dreame Bot, which will be automatically detected, and then you have full control of it within the app. The mop attachment has a 317mm width for a large coverage area, as well as featuring precise water control with anti-leakage technology, so no need to worry about any issues. Taking a look under the hood we can also see some very straightforward instructions on how to remove the dust tank. They also give you this handy little brush and scraper tool to clean off the brushes when performing maintenance. Removing and cleaning the dust tank and filter could not be any easier. Simply unclip, pull, clean the filter and empty the tank before re-clipping the dust tank in place. Although don't make the same mistake I did when removing the dust tank upside down, although it did give the vacuum something to clean up. Moving on to app control and pairing, you can either scan the QR code or you can search for the Xiaomi Home app on your device's app store. Before starting the pairing process you just need to hook up and place the charging station. Once you've found a suitable location you can place the Dreame Bot and it will play you a lovely tune. And now the device is ready to be paired. For this you can follow these simple on-screen instructions and go ahead and name your device. I've decided to call my Dreame Bot Hugh after the incredibly funny and lovable character from Final Space. This entire process took just 2 or 3 minutes before Hugh was ready for action. The app then tells you to organise your home in a way that makes life as easy as possible for your Dreame Bot. You are then prompted to hit start to experience the power of Hugh.
The robot is starting the cleanup.
Whilst this is happening, the Dreame D9 Max is relaying its LiDAR scanning information directly to your device in real time. From the app you can see the running time, cleaning area, battery status, live map display, as well as options to manage the map, create virtual walls, as well as adjusting the suction level and water flow if you're using the mop. I decided to put Hugh to the test by throwing a bunch of sugar all over the floor, and as you can see it uses its side brush to flick the dust and litter inwards to the central vacuum. At first it did seem to leave some on the ground, but it soon span round and removed the remaining sugar. Taking a look at the app control a little closer, we can see the Dreame D9 Max has now scanned and designated several zones. From within the virtual wall section, you have the option to add a virtual wall where the bot cannot pass, a no-go zone which can be easily placed and adjusted, as well as a no-mop zone to place around things like carpets and rugs. After the bot has completed its first run, it will be able to plan and execute the most efficient way of cleaning the floor. As well as this, the bot can also detect when it's on a carpet, at which time it will activate its carpet boost function, which sets the power to max for optimal cleaning. Also, as some of you may know, I have a ridiculously fluffy cat called Pepsi, so there was the extra challenge of picking up ingrained fur, which I can honestly say it excelled at. It appeared to dig deep into the rug to pull out pet hair and dust, which the current Dyson Hoover sometimes struggled with. On an additional note, the vacuum says it can climb 2 cm, but it actually managed to get up onto the 4 cm tall rug, which was extremely impressive. After finishing its first clean, the bot safely navigated itself back to the charging dock.
Begin charging.
I then received an immediate notification to my phone telling me that Hugh had finished the cleaning process. With that done, it was time to open the lid and check out how the Dreame D9 Max did on its first clean. And quite honestly, it's pretty gross. Bearing in mind this floor is cleaned regularly, I was shocked at how much fine dust and cat fur was actually cleaned up. So it was now time to check out the mop attachment for this device. As recommended, I dampened the microfiber cloth, attached it back onto the mop and filled up the water tank. It was then just a case of clipping in the mop to the underside of the bot and placing the clean dust tank and filter back inside. And I've got to say, the mop worked wonders on the wooden flooring and it genuinely felt as good as new. You can adjust how much water is released from the mop within the app, but I found for this flooring that the medium setting was perfect. As I mentioned earlier, you can set no mop zones to ensure your device doesn't start trying to mop a carpet, and I honestly find this a really easy and intuitive thing to do from within the app. Overall, I actually cannot fault it. It ticks every box in regards to performance and features, so I'd have no issues recommending the Dreame D9 Max if you're in the market for a robotic companion to vacuum and mop your home. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please consider subscribing as it really does help the channel out, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.